Good afternoon, Red Fox Navy and Marist rowing sports fans. This is Campbell here. I'm coming to you today with a couple of quick updates and some exciting updates about our freshman class. I want to introduce our new freshmen for this year, just like we did with last year's class, and introduce our new athletes. So, my first big update for today is I just wanted to get a reminder out there for the Marist Rowing Alumni Day, which is coming up next weekend. It's on Saturday. Um, and we want to encourage everyone who wants to sign up for the event to get signed up. We do need, if you're planning to attend, for you to get registered on the website. So the best place to go to get access to it is if you go to the rowmarist.com website. You can click on the link right there. There's a button right on the main page that will take you to information about the Alumni Day. And the event will be taking place on Saturday. It's all during the day this year. So we are making a transition from a nighttime banquet style event to a little bit more relaxed afternoon lunch down on the river. Uh, Kids and families are welcome. It will not be like a formal sit down meal. There won't be a lot of lengthy speeches. We just hope that you'll come down and enjoy an awesome day with us down here on the river and celebrate the rowing team, past and present, and future as well. There will be a brief ceremony at the beginning of the afternoon to christen a few boats, new boats that we have. We'll have some more details about that in the days to come. Um, and Yeah, so just wanted to encourage everyone to come. We have a great list of signups already. There were close to 100 men and women signed up the last time that we looked. The morning will start with an alumni row. And then our current students, current athletes will be here to meet and greet everybody. We'll have our christening, and then we'll jump right in and have lunch. There will be some fun games and things for the kids. And we hope you'll come down and enjoy the day with us here at Marist next weekend. Um, I want to jump right in then and introduce our incoming freshman class. So I'm going to pull up our little presentation here for them. We'll take a look at our current class. So this year's class was a little bit different. As you may recall, last year we were shopping on an empty stomach, as they say. We had a smaller crew and we were looking to try to build. And so we ended up recruiting a huge class. We had 20 oarsmen and 5 coxswains who joined us last fall. 2025, we only graduated 2 seniors, Thomas Graves and Liam Clem. And so with only 2 graduating and a big incoming class, we really didn't have the roster space to get another big group like we had the previous year. And so Coach Stratton and I were a little bit more deliberate, a little bit more dialed back in recruiting this class, which is why there's many fewer athletes. But I do think that it's a great group nonetheless. And we're also very excited for the current recruiting class, class of 2026. With a much bigger senior class graduating this year, we are jumping right in whole hog like we were in the previous year, and I think everyone should expect another really big recruiting class out of this current crop from this year. So, but the quality of the students coming in this year's class is very high. So we are excited to have all of these athletes here. The first one is Carter Brandel, Carter is from New Milford, Connecticut. He rode with GMS, which is a program we know very well. It's quite nearby for us. Very strong sculling culture at GMS. So Carter did not spend a ton of time sweep rowing, but he did get a lot of great formative time rowing in singles and doubles. And he did spend some time sweeping in some smaller boats. So we're looking forward to getting him involved in the team. Carter has been rowing for 3 years with GMS. He also did some indoor track and cross country related things. He's going to be a biomedical sciences major. He can row all sides, and his hobbies that he submitted were rock climbing, biking, chocolate milk, and wrestling. So shout out Carter. We're excited to have him here. Our next one is our only coxswain for this class. With so many coxswains coming in the previous class, Coach Stratton and I basically committed with the class of 2025 to basically handpick the next incoming coxswain. And so we talked to a number of coxswains. There were a lot of really fantastic prospects. And we, through that process, got an opportunity to meet with Maddie, who you see here on the screen. Maddie rowed with Saratoga Springs High School, Saratoga Rowing Association. And we loved her tapes. We loved her aggression on the water. We have some SRA rowers on the team and had some great feedback from them about her experiences up at SRA. And so we were very excited to have her come on board and join our quiver of coxswains here on the team. So shout out Maddie. She has been coxing for 6 years at Saratoga. She's planning to major in biology and didn't participate in any other sports. She's been coxing this whole time, which is very exciting. She likes hiking, going to the gym, hanging out with friends, and skiing. She didn't mention chocolate milk, but I added it back in because if you'll bear with me, there was a theme from the rest of the athletes in this class. Apparently, chocolate milk is the thing this year. Kevin Murray, very exciting candidate for Coach Stratton and I. St. Joe's Prep is one of the top scholastic teams, if not the top scholastic team for men's rowing in the U.S. They have an elite level high school program in Philly and has been around for a very long time. Coach Stratton and I have been trying to get some strong athletes from the prep for a long time. And Kevin is one of our first. So we're very excited to have him on board. He's from Flowertown, PA. Like I said, rowed for St. Joe's Prep, which in the rowing community, a lot of people just call the prep because they're that good. And he's been rowing for 4 years with them. He rows on port side, planning to major in political science. And he also likes chocolate milk and watching movies. So excited to have Kevin in here. He's going to be a great add-on for the crew. Our next athlete is Nick Scarano. Nick, we met last fall. I actually met him for the first time at the Charles, but I think we had been talking to him for some time at that point. And he was rowing for Westford Academy in Westford, Massachusetts, which is where he's from. He did some rowing with Westford and also with Greater Lawrence Rowing Association, which we've had a number of great athletes from in the past as well. And Nick is he's going to be a little bit of a dark horse for us. He has been rowing for 4 years, but not continuously. He played a lot of other sports. So he did swimming and he did baseball in the spring. And so he's actually he's managed to get some considerable speed and technical ability with somewhat less time on the water than a lot of our other recruits. So we're very excited to see how far Nick can go down this pathway. Business major, and he, like I said, is from Westford, Massachusetts. He likes hiking, drinking chocolate milk. and he is apparently a Star Wars enthusiast. So thank you, Nick. Who isn't a Star Wars enthusiast? Ryan Tuttle is our next on the list here. Ryan is from Pittsford, New York, which is just outside of Rochester. Great little club if you haven't been in that area. They row right on the Erie Canal there. It's very cool, protected place to row. Ryan's been rowing for 6 years, which is awesome. He's rowed for Pittsford crew while he went to high school at the Pittsford Sutherland High School. Starboard side, business major. And his hobbies he listed were fishing and going to the gym and downing chocolate milk. And our last recruit on the list here is Dane Valenti. Dane actually came for a visit late in the spring of 2024. And at the time, he was pretty far off of our ERG standards that we have for recruiting. And Dane fell in love with Maris right out of the gate and jumped in and made a huge improvement in his fitness over the summer, opened up the opportunity for him to get more actively recruited here. And we're super excited to have him joining us on the team. He's a good hard worker. Dane is from Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. He went to Don Bosco Prep, where he rowed for 4 years. He's a portside business major. He played a little bit of baseball, but based on his description, he was only dabbling. He likes drinking chocolate egg creams, according to his profile, and he enjoys making meatballs and Sunday sauce for the boys. It's a secret recipe, so don't bother asking. And he is also violently Italian. I have heard from the boys, as they say, that the Sunday sauce is phenomenal. So they've been enjoying having Dane already helping to cook a big pot of sauce on the weekends. So that is our class. I just wanted to get out a couple of thank yous. Every year the recruiting process it requires a lot of people to be involved. So I want to thank Josh Stratton. First and foremost, he helps out in a big way with our recruiting process. Um, I think that Josh, because he was a recruited athlete for rowing, has a little bit better understanding than maybe I do of what the process or what it is that the athletes are going through, I guess, it would be how I'd phrase it. And so I think he brings something special to the table in the way that he communicates with the high school athletes, and it definitely shows in the caliber of athletes that he's able to draw in, and the level of enthusiasm that he's able to create about our program and our goals and where we want to go. Also want to thank Sean Kaler, his assistant Debbie, and the whole team at Marist University Admissions. We work very closely with that team throughout the year. There's probably some people in there that I need to mention. We run our candidates through our compliance team in athletics, which is run by Mike Kajafas, KG, and then also Tiffany Karcher, who we work with in the student financial aid department. They're all part of the admissions process for these student athletes. And so, as they say, it takes a village to make these things happen. And these people are part of our team that make this admissions process as smooth as possible. It was a challenging year for the university in general, and they did a great job helping us with this class. Also want to thank the current team, the Marist Rowing team, and in particular the class of 2027, who were our sophomores last year. As the recent grads will know, the sophomore class bears 90% of the responsibility for hosting our prospects on their weekend official visit trips. And so shout out to that class for doing a good job hosting everyone. And also the members of the Red Fox Navy. Some of our alumni Obviously, there are rules, and we don't have alumni going out and visiting clubs actively because you are boosters. But we do often hear great reviews coming from the various alumni who are out there in the rowing community who refer prospect student athletes to Josh and I, and continue to keep the good word of our program and the enthusiasm about Marist rowing out there in the rowing community. So thank you, everyone who's been a part of that process. That's all I have for today. My last video, we talked about the upcoming fall season. So you already know the schedule. And at this point we're 2 weeks into training. The team is doing very well. I am super excited in particular about the technical ability that the crew is rowing with right now. We've had at this point 3/8 out on the water pretty regularly throughout the first part of the fall. And all 3/8 have been very technically savvy. I think in the past, there's always been at least one boat that kind of was to use a turn of phrase, a struggle bus, where the athletes were having a hard time just figuring out how to row well. And I think that the current group, the overall level of technical ability is super high. And so that's exciting to see. And it is putting a premium for the selection process on fitness, which is going to be an exciting thing for the team because it's pushing the right buttons to help us get the team faster. It's going to be an interesting fall. We are missing right now 5 student athletes that went abroad for their junior year, not their whole year, but they went abroad this term. And so that's been an interesting change. And we've had a couple of injuries and illnesses at the beginning of the season here. And so it's felt like there weren't a lot of rowers around, but I think that the group is going to build back up pretty quickly. And it'll be an interesting season for selection. It'll be an interesting season for racing. And we're really excited to see what this group can put together. I'm not going to make any predictions quite yet in terms of fall racing performances. I think that the erg scores at this time of year, everyone's improving super rapidly. And so it's kind of hard to tell where the student athletes are going to end up in that process until we really get into the season, or get at least 3 or 4 more weeks in where we get a better idea of what their real fitness is going to land on. But we are working hard. We're excited. Please jump on and sign up for the Alumni Day. We hope to see you there. It's going to be a great year. And we're excited for the new format we're going to be trying. And also, like I said, we have a number of boats to commission here, so it'd be cool to have a nice crowd to do that. And then my only other thing to mention is if you are planning to come to the Alumni Day, please think about also signing up for the Bill Austin Memorial Golf outing, which is on Monday following the Alumni Day. That's a fundraiser for the Marist rowing teams, and the proceeds from that event go towards a memorial scholarship fund that was started by the Austin family and this golf tournament. So I will be in attendance at that event with Coach Stratton and Coach Sanford, representing the college, and we hope that if you're available and you want to stop by and play around a golf with some of the other alumni and other friends of the Austin family and the community, that you'll stop by that Monday. There is a link for that on the same page on our rowmarist.com website that you can sign up for that if you'd like to come play golf with us. Thanks a bunch, everybody. We hope you have a great weekend, and we're really excited to be seeing you in the week ahead.